Thank you very much for allowing me to come to your service. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I concur with my brother's preaching in terms of the mission and staying on point. And the will of God will be done. Even though it doesn't seem like it's ever going to get light down here in terrible County. I've been here 25 years, right around the corner, running the Muslim farm. For 25 years. I came down here from North Carolina, where I was a troublemaker in terms of racism in the system. I just came down here to run the farm for the Nation of Islam and feed my people. That was it. However, when I got down here, I realized that I have never seen such hell of condition on black people in my life. So I had to do some research and studying. I got involved with the Black Farmers Movement. Y'all know about the lawsuit? Well, I'm the vice president of the Black Farmers and Agriculture Association. I have a PhD in agricultural economics. I used to teach at North A&T State University. Like I said, I was a troublemaker. I'm coming down here just to farm. However, I have a set of poems to give you the history because I don't want to miss anything. I do poems to put the history and the knowledge and the poetry, so when I give speeches, I make sure I don't miss anything. So first of all, I'll give you a little history lesson on Terrell County. I've been farming in Terrell County for 25 years, but I studied its history back 100 years. W.E.B. Du Bois studied Terrell and Dougherty counties to write The Souls of Black Folk in 1903. He called this the Egypt of the Confederacy, where they grew food and made clothes for their army. After slavery, black sharecroppers farmed the land, but the rich whites kept the money in their hands. The blacks could not vote until the 1960s. After Snick and King came to these counties, they jailed the youth who dared to stand. The black farmers bailed them out with their land. And for that, you must understand, the rich sat down to form a plan how to run black farmers off their land and control the vote through a juryman. They planned to rule the black majority with a united white minority. They packed the blacks into the cities, but the county commissioners are a 5-man committee. That could never be controlled by the black majority as long as the rich control the tie-breaking authority. Blacks were afraid to vote against their bosses, so they never could unite against the forces. But I don't live on no plantation. I live on a farm owned by the nation, so they can't threaten me with no job, and they ain't got enough gold to buy my heart. And now they got a big, ugly problem, a free black man who they did not bargain. Now, as to why I got in this race, there's a little poem called Michael Tore Up the County Roads. Michael tore up the county roads, hallelujah. In October of 2018, came Michael the hurricane, dropping 8 inches of soaking rain. Then 25 more inches fell in 36 days, which washed Terrell County's 108 dirt roads away. We went down to the commissioners' meeting to complain about our roads being washed away by the rain. But before we had a word to say, they brought out this fake video to play. They showed us a movie of logging trucks getting stuck. Then those trucks tore up the road to get unstuck. But that didn't happen to us. Our road was not touched by no logging truck. But Gamble sat up in that county seat and told a big fat lie that the logging trucks messed up the roads in the countryside. But for 50 years, Terrell County scraped the roads to below ground. So when it rained, the roads were the low ground that the water found. So instead of dirt roads, we had lakes and ponds because of the damage done by Terrell County that I already done. Me and my wife complained for 20 years. We suggested they go learn from a county very near, I'm talking about Lee County. But no, they even laughed at us. So now we are throwing them under the county bus. The county mismanaged the roads and the taxpayers' trust, so we are asking the citizens of Terrell to back us. Because when I'm stuck on these muddy roads, dodging wild hogs, running to and fro, I'm 3 miles in off Betty White's Road, on mud, okay? I ain't worried about no hangsman's noose while these wild hogs are on the loose. And when it rains, I look outside to see if I can take a ride. Because these roads are so darn bad, they make a driving grown man sad. They use the road to drive us off our land. But here we are to make our stand. We know that we cannot take the commissioners to court. So we will move to our last resort. See you at the ballot box, because that is where this game will stop. You see, Doc will make it fair and square. From the county seat to the city square, no matter your color, no matter your hair, Doc will make it fair and square. For 50 years, the Gamble family has controlled Terrell County. 50 years of blocking jobs. 50 years of prison labor, locked behind closed bars. 50 years paying rich folk a favor. 50 years of messed up roads. 50 years of property stolen. 50 years of trumped up charges on the kids of their property targets. 50 years of farm foreclosures. 50 years of getting over. 50 years of running people off their land as Gamble became the empire man. He foreclosed on you for back taxes by getting millions of your federal taxes. $6.5 million in 17 years. Now tell me, who is on welfare here? 50 years has brought us here, but liberation is in 4th gear. And it ain't gonna take 50 years to build a real Wakanda here. I'm not here to play no games about this. I know the history of my people back to Egypt who built the pyramids, knocking on tombs. I know what you can do, and so does your enemy. This is why they keep persecuting you, even though you ain't doing nothing to nobody. Because they know who you are, but you are not ready to accept who you are and be who you are and take the planet back, not just Terrell County. And you can do it with a vote. All I ask you is vote for me, give me 4 years. Because I gave you my card, and on the back of that is the game that they played on you. After you got the right to vote, they set up some districts. They set up 4 districts in Terrell County. 2 of those districts are in Dawson, where 84% of the people are black. So you always going to have 2 blacks. 2 of those districts are in the areas around Dawson that are 66% white. So they always going to have 2 whites. But the chairman is the tiebreaker. So they always going to have 3 against 2. So no matter what 2 blacks you put in, they can do nothing except to get the approval of the other 3. So when you put me in the chairman's seat, we flip the script. So in having 3 whites against 2 blacks, we have 3 blacks against 2 whites. Now in 4 years, if I can't get these roads fixed, and I can't bring no economic development down here, and no jobs down here, then you can just kick me out and put somebody else in. However, if you leave Gamble in, you know what you're going to get. What you've been getting for 52 years. His father ran for 48 years and passed it on to his son like it's his plantation. And I don't know about y'all. I don't live with no paper plantations. But Doc will make it fair and square. From the county seat to the city square. Doc will make it fair and square. Thank you. Peace. And outside, if there's any questions, you can ask me. I just want to say one more thing. Tuesday, September 15th, they're having a hearing on the millage rate. I'm going to be there because I'm going to ask them a question. Y'all see these solar farms going up? Each of those solar farms is worth $500,000 per acre. Yep. So a 1,000-acre solar farm is $500 million. Now I want to know when are they going to start paying taxes on that, and what's going to be the mill rate on them? How are they going to be assessed? Because the last time I checked on the county record, they don't have those solar farms in there. See, that's how things work here. Somebody getting paid underneath the table to keep this quiet from the community. There's 3 of them going up in this county, 1,000 acres each. Okay? There's no reason for the county to be poor. There's no reason for them not to have the money to fix these roads. Okay? But the money is here. But you got to put somebody in there strong enough to go get the money that belongs to you. Now, a farm is taxed differently from an industrial property. Those 1,000 acres are not farms no more. They're industrial properties. They took all this land from the black farmers. Brownwood, that was Brown's station. There's so many black folks out in this area. That was Brown's station. Then when the white folks incorporated, they called it Brownwood to check out the W. Okay? This is your land. They bought the land. They got money from the government to run it, like Gamble did, $6.5 million to run their farms. They ran the black farmers out. Their children are not going to farm. So they're putting their farms up in solar farms so they can still make money, but they take it out of reduction. When they put up one solar farm, only one person runs that 1,000 acres. There's no more jobs. Once they build them up, there's no more jobs being brought in. I just want to let you know. You can sit and take it, or you can take it back.